Delhi, a city that overflows with crowds every morning but transforms into another world every night. Behind every wall here, there's a story some you can hear, and some you can only feel. At the very heart of this city lies Agrasen Ki Baoli, a place that seems historical during the day, but at night, it comes alive. It's said that the Baoli's steps don't just descend downward, they lead deep into your own fear. People say the water here was once so black that no one dared to look into it, and those who did rarely ever returned. The Baoli's history is believed to be thousands of years old. It is said that it was built by King Agrasen, a ruler known for peace, prosperity, and equality. But the place that was once built to give life slowly turned into a home for darkness. During times of drought, people would come here to fetch water, but over time, this place became a shelter for wandering souls. Locals believe that during British times, several people vanished after entering this stepwell. The people around started calling it the Black Stairs of Death. The water turned darker and darker, as if someone had poisoned it. Whoever looked into it felt as if something from beneath was slowly pulling them in. Silently. Completely. The elders of Old Delhi still say, the Baoli's water was never just water. It could read your soul. If you carried fear within you, that fear would come alive here. If you carried darkness, the Baoli would swallow you whole. During the day, when sunlight falls on its stairs, the Baoli looks like a masterpiece of ancient architecture. But as soon as the sun sets, the temperature suddenly drops. Birds stop flying, and from deep below the steps comes a strange rustling, as if someone down there is waiting for you. Years ago, a student named Rohan Sharma from Delhi University came here with his friends to work on a history project. They clicked photos, studied the carvings on the walls, and everything seemed fine until evening fell. One by one, his friends left. Rohan stayed back. He wanted a video of the lowest floor. And then, he was alone. He turned on his camera and began to walk down. With each step, the sound around him changed. The noise of the outside world slowly faded away. The air grew heavier. It felt as though the pressure around him was rising. He pointed his camera down, and what he saw, no one could explain. There was no water yet on the screen. Ripples appeared, and within those ripples, a faint face. It was staring right at him. He looked back, no one. But on the camera, again, the same ripple, and a whisper, "Come down." The next day, Rohan never reached college. The police searched the Baoli. They found his camera, its lens shattered. The last frame of that video still exists in Delhi police files, a face, slowly coming closer to the camera. And then, pure black. No one knows who or what it was. Some say it's the water spirit of the Baoli. Others call it an illusion of the wind. But those who have been there say, there's something down there that watches you when you're alone. The Baoli has 108 steps, and with each step downward, the air turns colder. Old records say that when British officers used to pass by, their horses would suddenly stop, as if someone had grabbed their reins. Multiple reports mention unexplained suicides, people suddenly jumping into the water without a sound or reason. Just one violent impulse. Locals believe the Baoli calls you. At first, it soothes you, then slowly, it pulls you in. At night, if you go there alone, you'll hear footsteps following you. First one, then two, then many. And when you stop, they stop. But if you dare to turn around, a gust of cold air pierces right through your chest. Some old tales speak of a blue shadow, sometimes on the wall, sometimes in the water, sometimes right behind a person. People tried to record it, but cameras failed. and microphones only captured static noise. A guard named Ramsevak, who worked for the Archaeological Survey of India, once said that during his night patrols, he would hear laughter echoing from the middle of the Baoli, sometimes a child's, sometimes a woman's, sometimes an old man's. Every time he tried to reach the source, the sound would stop, and from above, it felt like someone was walking down behind him. He once said, "The Baoli is alive, son. It just doesn't show itself." Many paranormal investigators tried spending a night there. None could last till morning. Thermal cameras showed sudden temperature drops, and sound recorders picked up faint whispers. One researcher even said, "It feels like even the air moves with permission here." To most Delhiites, Agrasen Ki Baoli is just a tourist spot. But those who truly see know this is not just a monument of the past. The past itself still lives here, and it still breathes. At night, when someone walks by, the air feels moist, as if someone has just exhaled after coming out of water. Some say their phone signal disappears completely near the Baoli, and whenever they turn on a flashlight, a shadow flickers on the wall, but no one's there. A photographer named Anirudh once took pictures here at night, back in 2017. Later, he noticed a woman's silhouette in one of his shots, loose hair, face turned toward the water. When he looked again, nothing was there. That photo still circulates on online forums, though it keeps getting taken down because people say, whoever stares at it too long dreams of the Baoli, falling down its stairs, again and again. They say the Baoli's water has dried up, but its presence still lingers in the air. Anyone who stands there too long feels the ground pulse beneath them, like a heartbeat. Maybe the Baoli's, or maybe their own. It's night in Delhi. The streets are silent. Only faint traffic hums in the distance. The air around the Baoli is cold and heavy. Locals say as soon as you step near its stairs, the air changes faint rustling, echoes under your feet, and a chill that sinks deep into your chest. In 2014, the Indian Paranormal Society conducted an investigation here. EMF detectors, thermal cameras, voice recorders all set. For a while, everything was normal. But as soon as the team reached the 40th step, the EMF meter suddenly spiked from 0.2 to 8.9 mg. There was no electronic source. The walls grew colder. Thermal scans showed a cold spot 6 degrees Celsius lower than the surroundings. They turned on the recorder and asked, "Is anyone here with us?" Silence. Then a faint, broken voice. "Yes!" A tiny whisper, but everyone's hair stood on end. Footsteps echoed down the stairs. They turned no one, yet the cameras recorded them clearly. Nothing visible, but the sound unmistakable. In 2018, a journalist named Neha Sharma was shooting there at night. She said the air changed, and when she played back her audio, she froze. The recorder had captured a whisper. "Don't look back." She said, "I've never heard silence that terrifying." The video was uploaded, but within days, YouTube removed it. In 2019, a viral Reddit post appeared. An anonymous user shared midnight CCTV footage. At 11:58 p.m., a man enters with a torch. By 12:17 a.m., he's seen standing on the 40th step. Then, sudden disappearance. Torch gone. Man gone. The next morning, no trace. Guards still say that at night, footsteps and whispers echo inside the Baoli. Some people faint. One drunk man once went in and was found the next morning muttering, "They were standing below, watching me." His eyes wide open, pupils dilated like he had seen something not human. In 1984, a student named Rajat Singh went missing. He separated from his group and went down toward the water. They say he looked into it and something pulled him in. His body was found 3 days later, though the water was barely a few feet deep. Cause of death, unknown. Locals say the Baoli's steps change count. When you go down one number, when you climb up another, optical illusion, or something else no one knows. In 2015, a documentary crew tried filming here overnight. Every time 3 people spoke, a 4th voice appeared on the mic, a faint whisper saying, "Look at me." All night, their cameras and sensors malfunctioned, EMF spikes, cold spots, unexplained footsteps. Science could record the symptoms, but not the cause. In 2019, photographer Harsh Verma captured something terrifying in daylight. In one shot, a dark figure stood behind him, black clothes, head bowed, empty staring eyes. When zoomed in, there was no reflection in those eyes, just black voids staring straight into the lens. Locals claim tantric rituals once took place here. Triangular, circular markings on the walls officially dismissed as erosion, but many believe they're symbols of power. In 2022, YouTuber Raghav Sinha filmed a series called Haunted Nights of Delhi. Everything was normal in daylight, but during editing, a faint hum appeared, a monotone whisper repeating, "Come, come." The video went viral, then vanished. Raghav stopped uploading after that. Some researchers believe the Baoli creates a low-frequency vibration zone, triggering hallucinations and anxiety. But those who've experienced it know what the camera captured wasn't a hallucination. Guards say every morning the steps are damp, even when there's no rain. Maybe, they say, someone still lives down there. There's no water anymore, but the air still carries its essence. Those who stand there too long feel the ground trembling faintly, like the Baoli itself is breathing. Delhi's nights hold a silence of their own, fewer sounds, heavier air. Near the Baoli, that silence deepens. Each step downward feels like crossing into another realm. In 2022, after his viral video, Raghav Sinha tried researching again. Daytime normal. But by night, his devices went wild. Cold spots dropping 5 degrees Celsius, repeating footsteps, and whispers in multiple voices, male, female, child, all overlapping. Witnesses said it felt like the air acknowledged your presence and echoed it back. Some reports claim the Baoli's shadows move, nothing in daylight, but under night vision or torchlight, human-like silhouettes sliding across the walls. In 2019, Harsh Verma's night footage showed a shadow descending the staircase, no visible person, just sound. According to Delhi police files, in 2015, a tourist group visited at midnight. Everything was fine until they reached the 40th step. One member, Amit, suddenly vanished. The group searched with torches, but found nothing. The CCTV showed Amit slowly fading, merging with a shadow. Researchers argue about low-frequency vibrations, but the captured footage faces, shadows, whispers say otherwise. Both Harsh Verma and Raghav Sinha reviewed their footage countless times. Each time, something new appeared. Locals insist the 108 steps don't stay constant. Going down feels longer. Climbing up feels shorter. Maybe illusion. Maybe energy anomaly. Though the Baoli's water has vanished, its echoes, shadows, and whispers still remain. Those who stay long enough feel the stairs themselves pulse alive, aware. Both Delhi police and ASI officially acknowledge the Baoli is unsafe at night. Numerous missing persons, unexplained events, and authentic recordings confirm something is there. The silence of the Baoli still speaks. Every echo, every shadow, every cold spot, not just a warning, but a presence. Whoever steps inside feels it. This place isn't meant to be just seen or heard. It's meant to be felt. If you liked this story, don't forget to like and subscribe.